Ballistic missile defense or the BMD capabilities are essential in modern warfare as they can destroy, intercept the incoming hostile aerial targets like drones, fighter jets, and more importantly, ballistics and the cruise missiles. The ballistic missiles can deliver tons of conventional and non-conventional, that is, nuclear warheads directly on the enemy territory, and that too with a very high speed, within minutes and with very great precision. Therefore, having such missiles and their countermeasures in national defense arsenal forms an important part of deterrence. While nuclear weapons and their delivery platforms serve the purpose of deterrence, BMD capabilities thus serve the purpose of self-defense and maintaining a balance of power. BMD systems hence are essential to defend national territory and important locations from incoming enemy aerial attacks.
Ballistic missile defense is extremely important as far as the defense of India is concerned, because we have two major adversaries around us, Pakistan and China, and both of them have advanced ballistic missile technology. Pakistan itself, with the help of China and North Korea, as we are all aware, has developed a series of missiles, short range, medium range, and at this moment, Pakistan has the capability to hit even the eastern sector. Similarly, China, we are all aware, it has got ICBMs and all kinds of missiles. So basically, India faces a very, very credible threat from ballistic missiles from our adversaries.
In the year 2000, the then Indian government under Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee sanctioned the development of India's BDM program. In 2002, the United States had put diplomatic pressure on Israel, which prevented the latter from selling its Arrow air defense missile system to India. The American officials argued that the sale would violate the Missile Technology Control Regime guidelines. This boosted the political resolve in India to develop a fully indigenous BMD capability, and by 2009, India had developed its short-range air defense missile system that was named Akash and deployed by the Indian Air Force. Considering the ballistic missile threat from Pakistan and People's Republic of China, India's ballistic missile defense or the BMD was planned as a double-layer system consisting of land and sea-based interceptor missiles. The first layer, named Prithvi Air Defense or PADS, and the second layer named Advanced Air Defense or AAD. The PAD is used for high altitude interception and the AAD takes care of low altitude interceptions. Both the layers are supported by tracking stations, radars, and command and control posts. As on date, only 5 countries have such BMD systems, that includes US, Russia, China, Israel, and now India. India has achieved a good amount of self-reliance in BMD by developing and testing missiles like Prithvi, Akash, long-range surface-to-air missiles, quick reaction surface-to-air missiles, and medium-range surface-to-air missiles. These interceptor missiles, their related infrastructure, and other assets form basis of India's BMD program. India has also established a nuclear triad, that is, land, air, and sea capability to launch nuclear weapons. Thus, the acquisition of a well-developed BMD system complements the nuclear triad and has established India as a force to be reckoned with globally.
India's BMD Shield is basically a two-layered system that takes care of incoming hostile enemy aerial targets from a range of around 30 kilometers till 5,000 kilometers. When we talk of intercontinental ballistic missiles with ranges of over 5,000 kilometers, we have to understand that these are two-stage rocket systems with a nuclear warhead at the tip. When we look at this image that is being flashed right behind me, you can see that the trajectory has 3 phases. The first phase of trajectory is the boost phase, followed by the mid-course phase, and finally the terminal phase. In the boost phase, the rocket propels and crosses the atmosphere into the space. And then In the mid-course, the warhead travels in the space and re-enters into the atmosphere in the terminal stage.
Presently, India has the BMD systems needed to destroy incoming hostile missiles in the mid-course and the terminal phases. Indian scientists are working to further develop these systems to destroy the hostile missiles during the boost phase itself. That requires a long-range interception, tracking and sophisticated advanced warning capabilities. The land-based BMD systems have been fully developed locally and tested multiple times over the last 20 years. The sea-based system testing happened in April 2023 with all parameters successfully met. The double-layered BMD Shield has the first and the second layer. The first layer of the BMD Shield is based on Prithvi Air Defense System. This system is developed to destroy incoming missiles at high altitude ranges. Various publicly available sources mention that the altitudinal range is around 50 to 80 kilometers. India has plans to extend this pad capability beyond 180 kilometers, that is for incoming targets both in exo and endo atmospheric zones. The second layer of Indian BMD system, that is AAD, is developed for lower altitude interception up to 15 to 20 kilometers. Now with this latest test on July 24th, it makes India achieve comprehensive ballistic missile defense shield of its own.
There is a lot of focus on hitting the enemy without entering the enemy's territory. And in that scenario, it is ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, and drones, which most of the advanced militaries are relying upon. So same is the case with us. Both our adversaries have advanced ballistic missile capabilities, and if we don't have a credible ballistic missile defense, it becomes very easy for them to hit us wherever they want without even facing our formidable armed forces. That means without even crossing the border.